Hey everybody, it's Jason with Klock Entertainment and welcome back to our QSC video series. Today I just wanted to demonstrate something that we take great pride in here at my company, and that's always having a neat and clean setup for our DJ rigs, mostly for wedding receptions. As you see behind me, we have a nice tabletop facade that covers all your cables, the gear cases. This is a basic setup for us, but definitely, even though that it's basic, we're still going to take pride in the neat and clean setup. We typically send out K12s with all of our DJ rigs at minimum. Not always a sub, typically depends on the guest count. For the banquet halls and stuff that we have here in Central PA, we do have a lot of lofts and a lot of areas where sometimes a subwoofer is not going to be as convenient to bring. But when we can and we have a larger guest or count, or we have a larger room, we will include the K181 with our setup as well. So you'll see behind me, again, as I mentioned, we have that tabletop facade, we have two K12s, we have a K181 on the ground as well, and that is a neat and clean, very crisp setup that gives a great sound, full sound for everybody that's at the hall. We have a couple different options here with our speaker stands that I always encourage my crew to do with those cables. I like to have everything neat and clean. You can either do the wraparound of the poles, or you can do a straight tape and down on the poles as well. Again, take pride in that, keeping all your cables neat and clean. As you'll also see, we have some other setups where we'll decorate the facades depending on the lighting job, depending on the venue, depending on the reception space and the overall vision and vibe of the event that the wedding couple or client may want. We have different facades and different tables. Facades you can get online, and I think you can pretty much figure out something that will complement you or something that complement the client. I know I personally have different ones. I have ones that are more modern. I have ones that just kind of blend in with the table skirt, like the one that's behind me. I've had some custom tables built. In addition to that, you can get skirts for speaker stands. We personally don't use a lot of speaker stand skirts, but we do always make sure that the table itself is neatly skirted and you can't see the cables, and you have just good eye candy for the guests and a very good presentation of your overall setup. Does it matter? I don't know if it's the first thing that people look for, but I certainly take pride in having everything neat and clean and blending in well with the decor and the setup of the event that we're working. So, video series, quick tips, quick nuggets on having a neat and clean setup at your next event. Any questions, feel free to message me. QSC, thank you so much for everything. Jason with Klock Entertainment.